And next up, we are continuing the Sonic block with Argick running Sonic Robo Blast 2. So, it's gonna be great. Stick around.
Yeah, alright, should be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Sonic Robo Blast 2. Quick little introduction to the game before we get started. This is a fan game that has been in development for a long time and went through a number of iterations, built on the Doom Legacy engine, a heavily modded Doom Legacy engine. It is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun speeding our way through it. Are we all ready? Because I'm going to give us a countdown. We're going to start on go. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So welcome to Sonic Robo Blast 2 Green Flower Zone Act 1, and we're going to speed our way through the game. The main form of movement that you can see here is the thok. It is a thok. I'm just going to refer to it as a dash. It is called the thok because of the lovely little noise that it makes, and we are going to grab all the Chaos Emeralds. These Chaos Emeralds are amazing. We need these tokens to do so. These tokens are hidden out throughout all the stages here. The stages are massive, but you only get to see a fraction of them. As we bust through the hidden wall, grab our second token of this stage, and we're going to run our way through right to the end. Now, but don't blink or you'll miss it, as we're going to run our way through carrying as much of the momentum as we can. So you'll see me trying to jump as much as possible, because the more we jump, the less friction we have and the speedier we can be. And that is stage number 1 done in 35 seconds. Welcome to our special stages. I hope you love the Sega Saturn, because we are going to Nights into Dreams, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love this so much. We're going to go get 40 blue spheres here, and we're going to go and do a lovely little power loop right around here, around the side, come all the way back down, connect it up, and get all these blue spheres chasing after me. And once we get these blue spheres, running to the backwards part of the level, as the capsule is here where our Chaos Emerald is, and we just skipped the majority of the special stage. Each of our special stages are going to give us a preview into the levels and how they look. This was, of course, for Green Flower 1, but because we got 2 tokens, we get 2 attempts. We get an awesome, nice bonus, and away we go into stage number 2. So, we're going to come through now to the wasteland here, the Toxic Plateau, that looks like stage number 2. Same again, this time we need 60 spheres instead of 40. The more we go, the more we will need to go through, but we know exactly where they all are. We're going to take the same path as we normally do, making sure we don't miss a whole bunch there like we just did, but that's fine, because the power loop will save us as we're going to run our way through here down the line, making sure I let go of the boost, because the way this works is you get some boost or you can turn. It's like a car, you know, when you have too much boost, you don't have enough handling. So we're going to keep our way all the way through here. We're at 61 already. That's enough. We only needed 60. We got 2 extra as we're going through the factory here. Going to go down onto our booster, round to the bottom, past the orange tubes. Don't want to get hit, but then we don't want to speak to those 8-bit games. Not just now, anyway. So we go all the way around to our area, and then we're going to finish once again. That is stage 1 and 2 special stages in approximately 1 minute and 55 seconds. Our main timer, of course, down the bottom here, timed by in-game time for the leaderboards. But for marathons, we do love our good old-fashioned RTA. 38 minutes or bust. Let's hope we don't actually go over time there. So, on a Green Flower Zone 2, we're going to grab ourselves the best shield in the game. Welcome to the Whirlwind Shield here. Whirlwind Shield allows us to do the double jump. The double jump, very overpowered, and allows us to keep all our momentum. If you do this right, you get a nice jump there, you get off the spring, you go through, you miss the token like I just didn't have to about turn and get it again. If you do this right, you don't have to touch the water. It's really, really smooth. It's really, really fun, and we get to go all the way around just like that. Going to use the shield here as well, just to make sure we kill our momentum, because too much momentum is always a bad thing. So you want just the right amount of momentum, you know? And speaking of that, we're going to make sure we go around the side here, get absolutely bodied by every single thing that I'm getting stuck at as I'm hugging the wall and just going to go around the ramp here. That wasn't as smooth as we wanted it to be. Do you know what? That's fine, video game. We're just going to jump over to the log here, take it safe, making sure we can get into our little shortcut, because that was a wee bit wonky. Speaking of wonky, we got some wonky lava later on. You're going to have fun seeing that. Our secret thing is under the bridge there. So there is our token for the end of the stage here. 2 tokens allowed all the way up to the area now. And we get towards the end of the stage. Up to the spring. Takes it down at the top there, and that is a 103. Normally you can do that in sub-minute, but hey-oh, there we go. So we're going to go into the Flooded Cove as we're going to go in this one, and we get to run our way through. So it's all right as we go through, around the area, into the bottom, coming down here. Boosters, and we're going to hold the boost button from the booster here, trying to maintain as much of the speed as we can. If we do it right, we don't get a donk. If I do it wrong, we're going to get a donk. The faster you go, though, the bigger your power looks. We can see here, go all the way through. That was a wee bit of a wonky thing there, but we're all right. Thank you very much, video game. You can see the blue spheres in the side there. You cannot get through them because there are walls and they are blocking your direction. So you need to use the power loop. Bigger power loops give you more stuff. More stuff gives you more blue spheres, and blue spheres gives you emeralds. It's like points give you prizes, but in Sonic terms. So we go down and then up and then down and then up and then down and then down again, I guess. Through the labyrinth, but we know exactly where we want to go. Up through the middle, up to the top right, onto our boosters, all the way through and run. Going to go down to the other side here. Make sure we don't touch the water because we don't need to. Run to the bottom, going all the way through, in, round, and down the bottom, and there we go. Let's come through. 69,000 there. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. 3 Chaos Emeralds down. Next stage, my favorite of the special stages. Get some jams in the chat for the lovely music for this one. We do love the Cavern Fortress. You just bounce it, it's jiving, and we run our way through. All the way through. 80 spheres required this time. We're doing it backwards. We're going down. We're going up. We're going down. We're going up. You get the idea. I just missed 4. I just missed 6. We might not have enough. This is going to be very interesting. We'll see if we'll be going into the library or not. Because we're going to go all the way around here, spinning backwards the course once again. Make sure we don't hit the booster because we don't want the booster to send us forward. We're going to have to grab every single blue sphere from here until the end. It looks like we are definitely going to be a few short. We're going to be short about 3 by the looks of things as we come around here. We get our power loop, run, we go. We are 1 short. So into the library we go. The library is moving downwards, so we got to go way to the top. And then we get back into the area. So not bad, not the worst thing we've ever done, but it's all right. So we're going to go through, we're going to go around, we're going to go up to the top, and then we're going to come back down. And I see people talking about Final Fantasy 14 there, which is amazing, but Aura is the best. I love my Aura. My Aura is amazing. As we go through, boosting our way back to the route we came here, you can see the boost gauge at the bottom. It's almost empty, but that's because we missed a chunky amount of blue spheres here. That is not the amount of blue spheres that you want to miss, but now our booster has run out. We have to take the... Well, basically, it's the walk of shame. There we go. Finally getting our boost back. We got to go through all the way, and in we go. 5 minutes and 1 second has passed in game time. We have 4 of our 7 Chaos Emeralds. Unfortunately, we won't be getting the rest for a while as we are on to our 3rd stage, which is a boss. So just like Sonic 1, 3 stages and then a boss fight. And the boss fight here, going to fire off the laser beams. If you get a hit off before the boss can fire the laser button, you get the hit. When he goes into his desperation phase, he fires triple the amount of lasers. And we get our 10 rings. These 10 rings will be apparent later on. I'll explain it when we get there. But there's the boss going to stand on our giant egg here, looking over the mountain with his face on it. And we free our animals. As we get to go through to stage number 2. Off to the Techno Hell. Can we make the cycle here at the start? Yes, we got the early cycle. Love that. Gimmick number 1 of this level is, of course, the steam vents here. You go on the steam vents, they launch you up to different parts of the level. Arg missing the speed shoes. Speed shoes, really important powered up. They allow you to go fast. So the speedy shoes. Oh, we get the bounce off the enemy, though. What a nice little backup as we're going to jump our way through, falling down to the middle right, but that's all right because we can take this with the power of their speed shoes. It just means the speed shoes aren't going to be used for the segment that I want them to. We're just going to have to get up here. Actually making not light work of this one, which is going quite well. I'm down with this. Unfortunately, we will run into the speed shoes just as we get up to the top of the boxes here. So we're going to have to use the Thok maneuver instead. We're going to Thok our way around here. Just keep the speed going up onto the ramps here all the way over. Do not touch the gloop because the gloop will slow you down. We'll talk more about the gloop in Act 2 when it is useful. Until then, we're going to use the spring on this enemy's back, bouncing our way up, getting a Thok off that just to give us the horizontal momentum that we need. This game has a lot of momentum. It is a lot of fun. So we're going to go all the way through to our area, all the way up, and we're going to grab one more token here. Where is it? It's down the side of the spring, just down here. And he misses it. Way to go, Arg! Camera angle did not help me there. Now we have the bee chasing us. Let's try that a second time, shall we? Line ourselves up on the edge there. Down we go. Falls down. Let me down. Thank you very much. Going to grab the spring. Don't get hit by the bee. The bee's not there. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. But only one in this stage because the stages are massive and the second token is on the other track. So absolutely no reason to go off the beaten track to try and get it when you're still trying to go fast. So into special stage number 5, it is the Dusty Wasteland. And we need 80 spheres this time. This one, we've got a whole lot of things to do. The main important thing we need to worry about are the cactus. Don't hit the cactus because if you hit the cactus, you lose 5 seconds of time in the Crystal Dome. And you want to make sure you try and stay on the cycles because this stage is very cycle-based. But we know exactly where we need to go. We know exactly where things are going to be. So we come up here and then you hit the brakes. Don't bog your head off that. That was as close as I can get to that. And then we get a lot of up and down. Keep an eye on the orb count, by the way. We needed 80, it said, and we have 84. So we go hand 80 of them in, and we end up with 3. It steals an extra 1 from me. What is this? Thankfully, if you do actually only have 80, you don't need 81. It does let you have it, but it stole 1 of my spheres. So now we're going to go through the cacti here. Make sure we don't get hit. Go through the middle, go through the top, and then go through the bottom. Make sure you don't get through the cactus. You got to go through to the end of the stage, and bam, that's it done. So we got to go through and we got to go in. 5 emeralds down, 2 to go. As we come into Techno Hill number 2, and this is where we get a bit of a route change. For those of you that have watched some of my previous runs of this, we used to get one of the tokens in here that was hidden in the gloop. You can see this gloop here. The gloop is based on momentum. The higher you are when you jump in the gloop, the lower down you will go. But going lower into the gloop is very, very slow. We don't want to do that. So we're going to skip all this gloop by doing a lovely little jump up here, getting over the barriers and coming down the other side. There was an area that had a lovely little token in there down in the biggest part of the gloop that you could get, but we don't want to do that anymore, so we're going to skip it. Use the speed from our speed shoes to run our way over this area. We're going to get 2 thocks. We're going to jump off that, get the checkpoint for safety. We're going to thock our way over here into the mine cave. So we're going to have mines chasing us. If you do it right, you don't even see the mines. Oh, that's smooth. Gets the bounce onto the ceiling. Has to build up our speed once again. We just get to run through onto the edge here. We're going to fall all the way around. So right in front of us right now is where that token is, but we don't want it. We're going to skip it. We're going to come down to our area, grab another secret windshield, because the windshield is the most OP shield, and we love it to bits, as we're going to run our way through into the other area. Supposed to use these pistons to jump up, fall into the gloop to hit the bottom. We're going to skip it with the windshield, jump over, refuse to raise that up, and away we go. We're going to have to wait on our platform cycle, though. Let's wait for this one down. We're going to see where our enemy's going to be. We'll see if we can get through onto the next area. Can we make it in time? He makes it on. He does. Can he round it out to the end, though? Can we get the big jump up the top? And he does. Ooh, but he almost falls off the edge. Good save, R. Good save. Almost runs backwards. Almost falls off the edge. And that could have been trouble. Speaking of trouble, here comes Eggman on the next stage again. This time, he's going to be going in a semicircle, dropping paint down on the ground. We're going to make sure we keep hitting him on the semicircle. Nice and easy, boss. Unless he manages to speed up and run away from you. Hopefully, we won't see that today. When he goes into his desperation phase, he's going to start playing with his pogo stick. As he gets his pogo stick out, he's going to just bounce around with the paints. Manages to get a hit on us, but that's all right. I'm just going to grab one of these rings again, hit the boss as he bounces away, and we're going to go land on the egg. As you got to go through on the egg, away we go. Animals are free. On to level 3 we go, into the deep sea. Now this is the stage that I personally recommend that you play and explore. This shows you just how massive these stages are. We are going to go down, though, and we're going to finish the stage in less than a minute. So we're going to do a lovely little speed bounce here. Grab our shield, down in the water, off onto the ring, onto the platform, skips all the platforms, all the elevators, and away we go. That giant room is done. We're going to follow our way down to the bottom here. This is why it is in the Doom Engine. We got first-person mode. As we're going to run our way through, charge our spin dash, allows us to get the big old jump over, come back out of it, dodge the mines on the middle spring. Can we get a good ramp up here? Let's find out. As the game is being nice, we're going to jump through. Thank you very much, Windows, for telling me my Power Up with Pride speedrun starts in about 10 minutes time. Unfortunately, we're early and it's already here. So we're going to go through and hit the button. As we hit the button through on the spikes there, only on the door, allows us to go through. Hello, crab. Goodbye, crab. Down the bottom and to the end of the stage. Hitting off the stalactite there. But that is all right, because we got our button down the bottom here. Charge it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 revs. Big old jump to the end of the stage in by a minute, and bam, launches it to the end. There we go. So now we get to go through to Deep Sea Act 2. Giant water slide coming in. Imagine having a schedule, no? Feels good, especially when you're ahead. As we're going to jump our way through, trying to speed ourselves up on this area, we're going to get our first and pretty much only fully charged spin dash here. 7 revs, gives you the full speed, and then we jump the moment we land to try and keep as much of the speed as we can, because water physics do exist, and they slow us down, but they do allow us to jump higher. Slightly, but it's good enough. So we're going to run our way through down the bottom, don't bounce off the fish, land on the area, run straight over this world. And then we stop here, we spin dash 3 tap, up the way, in you go, don't hit the mine, on the elevator, jump up, round you go through. Into the area, jump up and round, we get the good cycle. Oh, he just misses. Just misses as we get to run through on this area. Through. Where's our walls? Our walls are there. We're going to get hit by them. No, we are good. Now the question is, where's the ceiling? So you've seen the spikes, you've seen the walls, and now we're going to see the ceiling. As we see the ceiling there, that bonk means I'm not going to get through this in time unless I can charge it up. We go for the 4 tap. We're going to wait. We're going to run. We're going to go. And he makes it. Nice big breath there. Good for us. Once again, I apologize. You may hear the drowning music as we're doing this entire segment in one cycle. It's like Sonic 1. It's bubbleless, and it's very good. No drowning music for us. As we get to go through it and we get to go in. So now we're just going to wait. We're going to run. We're going to jump over the side. I'm going to grab our new token, which is just up here. Big red spring. Lands up in the middle there. Manages to grab that. Very good there. Very hard token to grab if you hit the wrong spring or go in the wrong direction. As we're going to go in and we go round to the bottom here, down, and we go to the lost city of Atlantis. But not before we get to enjoy ourselves at the world's largest slip and slide. As we come down onto the area, we have the slip and slide. The only thing we need to worry about the slip and slide is don't touch the walls. The ceilings are fine. The latest patch allows us to touch the ceilings and not slow down, but don't touch the walls because they will slow you down. The walls are bad. So as long as you get the angles here, you can see the wall completely stopping me. After the slip and slide, though, we get straight down to the lost city of Atlantis. And what's the best way to explore it? By using a giant spring. Ta-da! And there we go, right up towards the end of the stage. In that part there, we've got our final token, I believe. No, we don't. I'm talking about my butt here. I'm remembering the old route. We're going to the magma caverns. So from the cold to the extreme heat, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get some wonky lava no working. So 80 spheres in the magma cave here. Run our way through. Let's see what our cycle is. He's doing good. Nice cycle, Arg. Up, down, run our way through. Going to grab the special power-up of the power loop here. It is called the super power loop. And the reason it's called the super power loop is because we are going to make it bigger. And we are going to use it to grab every single blue sphere you see in here. So we got the firewall there. Unfortunately, missing the cycle, getting hit by the tail end of one of those. There goes every single blue sphere coming to get us. We're going to leg it through. We're already at 7-8. Now we get to wonky lava no worky. And if you're lucky, when you try and touch the lava, it no worky. Wonky hitboxes. It'll hit you when you're down. It'll hit you when you're up. But if you hit it on the angle, it doesn't know what to do. It's wonky. So here we go. We're going to go down to the bottom now. Back to the middle. And then up to the top, and then down to the middle where our booster is. Down to the bottom once more, and then through the final fire cave. Not letting go of the boost button. If you do it right, you just got to go all the way through. Dodge the one that's going to send you backwards, and that's the end of the stage. Short, sweet, and to the point. It's like a Hot Pocket, except from this one doesn't burn you. So we're coming through to our next stage. It is, of course, the boss. This time I'm going to try and get an attack off. Yo, we nailed it. Keep an eye on the ground for his shadows, because he's going to jump up. And when you find out which one he's coming from, you can get a nice early hit. If you don't know where he's coming from, the EMP will give you the clue, and then he'll fire off his missiles. Once he gets to his desperation, he summons 3 of his buddies, and allows you to get the super quick hits. I'm keeping an eye, and he's right in front of me here, getting hit once again, but that's all right. And away we go. This is a really good boss fight, just saying. And then he jinxes himself. Do not die. Do not die. Grab a ring. Glad they grabbed the ring there. He says it was really good, and then immediately whiffs the last hit. Karma. But there we go. We are now coming out of the deep sea, heading into the Castle Eggman, or as I like to call it, Castle Yeetman, and you're about to find out why. So we are going to go and grab our first token, or our final token, and then that'll be it, and we will unlock the power of the Super Sonk. So we're going to go down and go in this area. Up we go. Jumps our way over, and now we're going to our favorite objects in this game, this level specifically. Jump and then thok immediately out of it, and the game allows you to lodge. We just skipped part 1 of the stage. Here's part 2. We are skipping all the way over that. You are supposed to explore these parts of the castle. We are not. We are going down to the bottom. We're going to stage number 3. Now we're going to combine those 2 abilities. We're going to thok our way over. We are going to land right on this item box. So we're going from a launch to an item box bounce that allows you to skip all the way over. That is this part of the stage done as well. Jump into the secret tunnel here. Make sure you don't get hit by the giant spiky balls. And then our final launch and our yeet our way over here. And we don't even have to do anything on the stage. We land straight on the spring. And there we go. That is the majority of the stage done in 3 giant launches. Now, you know why I call it Castle Yeetman? And as the music comes down and comes low, the rain is coming on. And what do we say? Praise the sun. Rest, young travelers, weary travelers, for we are at the bonfire. Love a little Dark Souls reference there. Good fun. As we run to the dramatic castle collapse. Dun, dun, dun. As we're going to come through now, we're going to charge up a spin dash on the edge because the wall drops before the gate. And we're Sonic and we are fast. So we're on the bridge. The bridge is collapsing. We need to go our way through here, dodging the spikes, dodging the enemies, dodging the springs. But will we make it? Is everything fine? Yes, it is. And straight through the door. 125 is good for us. But now we go from the castle all the way up to space. It is our final special stage, the Egg Satellite. 120 spheres required, the hardest stage in the video game, but also one of the most fun. We'll have to see if we can make our way through this one, get our way all the way to the end with the biggest fan, and hopefully not take damage. But let's see how it goes. So we're going to grab all these, going to prepare ourselves for a horizontal power loop. If you do this right, same as the volcano, you get a nice horizontal power loop. Going to grab every single set of blue spheres there for us. Beautiful. Then we come through, we go down, make sure we go past the GameCube here. Red GameCube didn't exist, but I like to think it does. So we're going to go all the way through here, down the bottom. Do not touch the red. He touches the red. Good job. That's fine. Allows us to grab some of these blue spheres at normal speed now. Remember, 120 is what we need to get before we go about halfway through the stage. So I'm just going to grab some of these. I just realized we are still talking tiny. Can we stay tiny? Nope, it made us grow. Ah. So here we are, our biggest fan. No, literally, it's a big fan. After the 4th one, you make sure you change direction. It moves up and down. So when you move up and down, it moves up and down. When it moves up and down, you move up and down. Strange, isn't it? As we go through 124, on to our final segment. The question is, can we do the dodges? Let's find out. So we're deliberately going to slow down here so we just get the up and down and up and down. It's like a giant game of, I can't remember what it was. You just know it's like that buzzing maze. The idea here, don't touch any of the obstacles in your way and you'll do it in the fastest time. Continue coming through for us. Then we get the boosters that are going to send us backwards. Do not touch the ceiling. As we go through, we managed to get through that. Now the PlayStation Square button. Can we get the nice angle at the bottom? Yes, we can. All the way through. What a perfect stage. Arg is very proud of that. What a run. Lovely, lovely. He loves that. That is a beautiful stage. And now we can be supersonic. Get 50 rings, have no shield, and press the spin button in mid-jump, and you will get to be supersonic. And you are about to see it on the stage where we need him. We'll explain it as we go through. But before that, we need to grab the rings that we require. The question is, can we make it through? I'm going to wait on that platform cycle just to be safe, because we do not want to get a thorn in our side. Or in this case, a thorn in our butt. Because we have enough rings here, as long as we don't hit any of the obstacles that are trying to take us out. 38 is fine. We need 35 by the time we get to this point, and away we go all the way through on this side, and we're going to transform into Supersonic. Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, and everybody else as well. We are on Supersonic. We love our lovely little game show here. All we're going to ask you to do is come on down if you want to see the power of Supersonic run our way through with the power of gliding, increased acceleration, and the invincibility. As we're going to run, jump our way over, going to get the thug onto the jump ramp onto the top here. This allows us to get to the spring on the big flip onto the area. Going to skip into the Minecraft library, because if you're wondering where have you seen these books before, the answer is probably Minecraft. Off to the side, big jump up. We're going to boost our way over using the thought, flying over everything that we have. Of course, Supersonic's abilities do not come for free. You do have to use 1 ring per second, but with the direction that we're going, we know exactly where it is we're looking for. Getting caught on the level geometry there, but that is all right. As we're going to wait, bounce around to the side into the giant archives itself. We get around onto the part. We're going to boost our way over, run to the area. Big old yeet coming up in the top here. Boosts our way up. Can we land on the ramp? We do not. We're going to have to use the spring here that takes us up. We're then going to run. We're going to jump off the ramp, gets enough height. Does not quite make it, so we can land on the platform to launch ourselves up the top in sub 130 as we get to go through. And now we get to slow it down just a little bit as we come to a memory boss. This boss is all about the memory. You will have the buttons that are the same order every time. Going to start with, of course, red, and then it will go blue, yellow, then it will go red, blue, then it will go red, yellow, and yeah, if I don't mess it up, we should be fine. Every time we hit the boss on the thing, he will drop some more of the ground here. So we make sure we hit the button. It should be red, yellow next. It is, and then we go through and we just do all the stuff. Once he gets to his desperation phase, we're going to have a little bit of fun. The idea is not to get hit by the giant army of spike balls that are coming towards you at high speeds. So we hit that, and then we get one last segment coming up here where you've got all the thorns, you've got all the buttons, you've got all the stuff coming our way through. So we're going to run, jump ahead of that last one, go into his desperation phase where he's going to lift up and escape. He manages to hit me with that, but that's all right because we don't lose time as we have to wait for this thing anyway. So we're going to go down, we're going to run to the side, we're going to dunk on his head, make sure we don't get hit by any of the egg robos with their giant foam fingers, or you're going to hear the home run bat sound from Super Smash Bros. But there we go, the boss is gone, the boss is down, and we're going to go into the middle, and that's another egg for us. Bam. Now, coming up to our next stage, it is Arid Canyon, but I lovingly refer to it as Ori Canyon, as Ori is the runner of this game, Ori Sky, who told me a lot of things about it, and then we completely null and voided it by getting Supersonic. So, we're going to grab exactly the right amount of rings that we need here, although Arg has missed one, so this is going to be really fun. As we're going to grab onto that one, we're going to bounce our way down, get the nice big angle up, so I'm going to grab exactly 1 ring here, and land on the thing for Super Sonic. Do not hit the cactus will damage you, and you will lose all your rings, and you will cry. So it is a canyon. It means we get to run our way through the area. Going to jump our way in, going to do the stuff, and we're going to go through launch of the ramp. And while we're drifting through, we are going to say as well, trans rights are human rights. Yes, they are indeed. Again, much love to every single one of you here. We're going to run our way through. Supersonic also says trans rights. We know he does, because Sonic is just that kind of guy. As we got to go through, run our way into there, big old jump to the end of the stage. By the way, this stage normally takes 3 minutes, and we've done it in 52 seconds. And there you go. And now, we do actually get to chill for a little bit. Welcome to Arid Canyon 2. Arid Canyon 2 is going to introduce us to the minecart. The minecart is a lovely little device. It allows us to go through the stages. The downside is, it's slow, and we can't skip it. One might say it's an auto-scroller. So we're going to run our way through, though, with our lovely little whirlwind shield, because the whirlwind shield is amazing, and we love that to bits, as we get to go through and jump away to a lovely little secret route here, using the shield just to get it over there. Literally the only thing we need the shield for, but we're still going to use it to try and go fast. Up to the spring, round the side, and jump down to the bottom here. The more momentum we have, the more fun we get to have with these tornadoes. Want to see? Ah! Big old launches here. Got to be very careful with where I actually end up, though, because we do want to go into the right way and not into a cactus face first. So we're just going to run, jump down, make sure you dodge the collapsing ceiling if you happen to knock it down. And welcome to our minecart. We love these little minecarts. The only downside is you must terminate the minecart at the end of the stage. If you don't, it counts as a death, and we don't want that. So we're going to run through, going to hit the checkpoint, and then when we come to the area here, it's a bit of an auto score. There will be a skip coming up. I'm going to do a big old jump by doubling back on ourselves. But instead of explaining that, because all you need to know is it's a really cool jump, we're going to see if we have time for any donations or any messages you would love to say.
We do have some donations to go through. Non-binary code donates $13 and says, I can't not give dono when the relentless entertainment that is argick is going, and as a certain blue hedgehog would say, it is imperative that one propels thyself with utmost alacrity.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. And guess what? I whiffed it, so you have, like, another 2 minutes.
All right. We have a $30 donation from Petty, who says, keep up the good work for a great cause. And let me just refresh where we are on our incentives. Hard mode for Mighty Gunvolt Blast is sitting at $75 out of 300. And Quickie Mountain, our locked bonus game, is at 943 out of 2,000. So, get those donations in.
Yes, please do keep them coming in. It is all going to a great cause, which is, of course, the Trevor Project. Now, unfortunately, there, I did whiff it. He made a mistake. He made a boo-boo. But that's fine, because he just gave us more time for donations. And now we're coming to the end of the stage here. And on to the worst boss in the video game. If you thought the memory boss with no RNG was bad, they then decided to give us a boss that is nothing but RNG. Hello, Fang the Sniper, or Knack the Annoying Weasel. So we're going to run in here. We are going to do this, boss. It is fast. It is speedy. I'm going to hit him. When he bounces, he is going to land somewhere. My job is to follow him and hit him as quickly as we can. The problem is if he goes up high, I don't get a chance to hit him. It is always a case of whoever is higher will win. If he is higher than me, he'll get the hit. If I am higher than him, I will get the hit. If he bounces around enough, he will eventually stop and try to do some damage. We don't want that. He's now going into phase 2, where he makes it so the walls don't save me anymore. He's also going to start throwing bombs. Just like that. Good job, Fang, you annoying weasel. Yes, I combined the names there, but we got to go do it a second time. So unfortunately, Fang taking away any chance of a PB on this run, which is a shame because it was actually going quite well other than the little mishap there. But now he's stuck. He's going to fire his cork gun. He's going to laugh at us, and then I'm going to go and dunk him in the schnoz. He's going to come there. I'm going to get one more dunk. Where's he going? He fell down. He's right there. That's good. I'm going to catch him on that section. One more into phase 2 here. Let him get a hit there. Yes, we did. We need 2 more hits on that. So I need you to go down the bottom, sir. Don't land up there. Thank you. Down the bottom before the bomb comes off. We got a hit. He hit me, but that's all right. Make sure I keep an eye on where he's going, because then I get the hit. And that's fine. So now he's going to pull a Crash 3. He's going to end up on a motorcycle, hits the sign, doing, and he's away. Goodbye, Fang. Thank you very much. Practiced that a lot before the run, but of course he decides to be a bum, but that's fine for you. Into the red volcano we go. We get to run. Going to have some fun, because it's red volcano time. Going to grab the ring. Let's go. Red volcano time. Cause everything is really fine. Arg went into a bird's bum. That's not what I meant to do. Oh no. So let's go. Launch off the box there. There you go. That's what we were aiming for. We do want to grab 50 rings as quickly as we can. I will try and not sing along to the tune, but it's hard because the tune is catchy and I love it. Going to do the big bounce off the ring box once again to land onto the cheese bridges here, because I like to have my cake and eat it. And by that, I mean I want those 10 rings, but I also want the top right. Do not get hit by the lava plume coming down there, because that is really, really bad. We have 45 rings, which is just enough that we need to get through this area, because we're going to hit that. We're going to jump here. We're going to hit that. We're going to grab them, run our way through, and then transform into supersonic. We are now going to use the power of Supersonic's glide to just run, jump, and fly our way through the rest of the stage. Once again, it sounds like we're listening to a game show host as we're going to come on down and head our way through and skip the rest of the red volcano stages. So we're going to jump up onto this, dodge the bird because the bird is a jerk, and we're going to go all the way through down to the bottom area, hitting the checkpoint just for safety. Question is, can we get enough height off this ramp here? We big run, we big jump. We see if we can fly. It looks good as we spring off the side, skipping the entire auto-scrolling ball section. Allows us to go into the lava because once again we are invincible, so we're going to have a little area here. We're going to run, jump, and land on the side. Got the giant pizza walls here. There's our giant walls of pizza, lava pizza wall coming down. Want to dodge that. Run through the area. Another set of birds, but we're just going to go off to the side so they don't get a grab us. Then we have, once again, wonky lava, no worky. But because we're supersonic, we don't know if it's wonky or not, because it is not going to damage us. Off the ramp, on the side, onto the rocket, and away we go. 115. The stage is done. And I do see someone saying those bird noises sound like the monsters in Eversion. You are indeed correct. As we go into the egg rock, up to space. Gotta go to space. And once again, a stage where we are not going to use Supersonic because there's not a way to get 50 rings in this stage. Instead, we're going to mess with these gravity shenanigans on the platforms here. If you get the jumps, you can see that we get really big height, which is always fun to use. We're going to try and get through here just by damage boosting and all the way through to the end. But this is where we're also going to use gravity to our advantage, as the camera's going to flip us upside down. We're going to just turn around and flip it back, and then we're just going to do baby jumps over this area, skipping that entire puzzle, not having to worry about anything because we don't hit the trigger and we get to go through. Now we're going to go into the area as well, but remember, when you're in space, hedgehogs can't breathe in space, so we do have a time limit. Thankfully, no drowning music for us, just a kind of noise, and we're alright. Speaking of that noise, remember that noise, especially if you're a Mega Man fan. Grabbing our speed shoes, we're going to run all the way through past the crushers, hopefully not outside of the wall and get crushed. We did not, that is good for us. We're now going to use the speed shoes that we have into the low gravity area and do one giant jump for hedgehog kind. Run our way through, line it up, we go for the jump, and all the way through, all the way around, skipping the platforms, and that's it, done. And I'm dead. Oh, but the game is nice, benevolent game, protecting us from my hubris. Thank you very much, I do love you. That could have been really bad. So we're going to go way through, do the bottom down to there, they're going to hit off the spring, we have our 5-second countdown, but did you know that steel is heavier than feathers? We know this because that steel is floating, and the feathers would sink. Oh, Arg's made a mistake. We're going to try and land on this one, we're going to try and get down. He's not, he's going to die! Goodbye. That is the game taking it back, because once again, I made a silly joke, and the game said, gonna no day that. Back out, doing it a second game. Second game? Yeah, that's fine. Second game, doing it again. Arg's talking nonsense. Don't worry about it. Going all the way through. Try that a second time. This time actually land on the steel. Good job, Arg. On the girders. Lands on the girder this time. Into Act 2. And this is Act 2. This is my favorite stage, or one of my favorite stages, because we are going to be able to turn into Supersonic really, really fast. We're going to grab the rings from the start, run our way through on this area. Can't fall down the hole because gravity isn't strong enough unless I say that and then he tries to get me. Don't get me, gravity. We love you. Please don't. As we got to go down, we're going to grab the secret ring box. It's not really secret, but nobody knew it was there for the longest time. Grab this set of rings. Going to dodge the fan that's in here. There's the lovely fan. I'm going to wait for it to go down. Somebody tried to snipe me. Out in his space once again. See our giant piece of walls. Tomato sauce walls coming right there. And now we're going to be in super song from now to the rest of the stage, and you're going to get to hear the glorious and magnificent tune, unless Arg does not shut up, but we're not going to hear that. As we're going to go down, the objective now is to race the countdown of our rings, making sure we use all of Supersonic's abilities, just almost missing that, but making it through on the cycle, which is good for us. We're going to run our way through, and then, once again, try and not get caught in the gravity well outside here. As we're going to run away over 5 seconds again. Even Supersonic does not have the ability to breathe in space. But we launch ourselves out to the side, having to come into this area to activate the door unlock mechanism. Only way to do that with Sonic is to go out and do the proper path here. We're going to jump down the bottom. This opens that door down here, allows us to go in. We're now going to jump and fly our way through this area. Going to turn, going to thok around and go into the nice big tunnel again. 42 rings means we should be okay between now and the end of the stage. Looking like we are on track to finish this for about a 123. Sorry, 223. I can count. If I could finish this in 123, that'd be amazing. So into the elevator here that has been disabled, we need to go down, find the passageway to open the button to turn on the electricity to open up the elevator. Once we've done that, we're going to go up again, dodging a bunch of enemies, and then Mega Man fans are going to be very, very annoyed with me. But I'm also going to be very quiet very, very soon, just so you can rock out to the solo that's coming up with the guitar, because the guitar guy goes hard. They go very, 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 very hard. And you will love to see it very, very soon as we run away over, grabbing even more rings to the Yoku block areas. Remember that Mega Man Yoku block noise, the but don't worry, because I'm going to skip it. And here we go. Yeah! You couldn't see it, but I was headbanging that entire time. And there we go. Supersonic runs out right at the end of the stage. I said it was a 123. I'm going to wait the 3 seconds. There you go. 223. Called it. He called it. He was good. We're running our way through. We're on good timing. The final 3 stages coming in, starting with a race with Metal Sonic. Oh, yeah, you think you can beat me? Not a chance, buddy. I'm going to grab 50 rings, and we're going to make your life not that fun. Because we're going to run our way through it, and we're going to beat you, and you're not going to enjoy it. Because you know what Metal Sonic wants. He doesn't want to fight Sonic. No, all he wants is a race. So we got to run our way through into the area. Going to grab as many of these rings as we can. Making sure we don't land on the giant rail of spikes, because that would be bad. So we grab them. We're at 47. It means I can skip this corner, jump to get 50, and away we go. We're going to go in and around the corner here onto the springs. Don't have to wait for him, because he's not got a chance to catch me now. Eat my dust, Metal. Eat my dust. Gonna flip gravity upside down. This is meant to be a giant platforming room, but instead we're just gonna fly our way over it, trivializing this entire segment, allowing us to run our way through down to the bottom onto the thing. Big old boost towards the end of the stage. Gonna grab those rigs just for safety reasons. Not that we need it, because we are literally at the end of the stage there. You want to see a magic trick? Oh, you can go outside. For the longest time, I thought that the first white line was the wall, but it wasn't. It was an illusion this whole time. Into Black Core 2. This is our boss fight. We're going to get 3 hits on the boss right now. You need to jump into him so he goes into wireframe mode. When he goes into wireframe mode, he is then vulnerable for about 5 seconds. At 3 hits, he's then going to try and hit me, which he'll successfully do because I'm just going to let him. We're then going to chase him into the corner, hopefully get him to do some wireframes for us. Good old wireframes. Hopefully that was quick enough. We were indeed. He's now going into pinball phase. Welcome to pinball. So we are going to line up in the corner here. We're going to dunk him off 4 walls and make sure we have him lined up straight beside me every time. If we do this, he will come charging right towards us and do a giant rectangle every time. Each time we hit him, of course, he is going to speed up. I'm going to make sure we just come down here because the longer the route, the better it is for you. So just keeping an eye on where he's going to go, where he's going to line up. As long as he's coming directly in front of you, you should be good to go. If he's not directly in front of you, he can get a little bit out of control and start donking any which way. We don't want that. The good news is this is very smooth. We're lining up using the ground to our advantage. Now he's going to go into his final set of attacks. He's going to do it 6 times, and he's really, really fast. Brrr. See, look at him trying to come and catch us here. You can see how I'm trying to just change on the fly because you need to get the right bounces for it. Now I got myself set up. He's bouncing in the exact same spot every time. And there we go. That was the boss fight. I hope you enjoyed Metal Sonic. He's now done. Now we are coming up to our final boss fight. Time comes up once the cutscene starts. After we've hit the nose, you'll know what I mean when we say it. I'll let you know when time is actually coming up. But before that, we have one more boss. And for those of you who have seen the OVA, the boss may look familiar. But before that, this is where Eggman would put his Chaos Emeralds. If he had any. So down into our final fight now, Black Core 3. The boss has a giant shield. The shield can only be removed by running him into the giant pillar of green glue that he is dropping down right now. Why is he doing this? I don't know. He has got a number of attacks. He's firing off his flamethrower right now. He can also fire off a number of mines. At first, though, we don't want him to troll me incoming in this area. So there we go. We're going to push the boss and see what he does. He's doing the flamethrower. This allows me to go to the side ever so slightly, controlling where the flames are going to drop, so I do not have any trouble getting damage on him. We are going to try and get as many hits as we can off this boss. There's his mines. The mines are the best one because the mines are really quick compared to the flamethrower. We're actually doing really well here. That's going to come through. You can see his shield is about to respawn. Unfortunately, Arg managing to get hit, so we are going to miss the cycle on that one. You heard the noise. That means the shield is back up. We've got 4 more hits left on the boss, and he is now belly bombing us. The belly bombs, of course, drop even more bombs down. There's another belly bomb. Lovely. He's just doing hits on us now. I'm just going to make sure I try and not jump off the edge and get into trouble, because that's bad. He's going to hit me with that, but that's all right, because I'm already invincible. That's a weird wonky hit, but I'll take it. Jump over into the army of flames. Go and get down that. Don't fire the bomb. I'm so glad he didn't fire the bomb, or we would have been dead. And there we go. The boss is gone. Grab the ring for safety. Gonna go into the escape castle. Goodbye, boss. As we're going to spin dash our way through onto the schnoz. And time is coming up when the cutscene starts. In approximately 3, 2, 1, and time. There we go, folks. 34.14. That is not a bad run. RTA, it's approximately at around, I don't know, it's like 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to say I was about a 36, 37-ish on that one. Good run, underestimate, not complaining at all. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Again, check out this game if you can. It is a Sonic fan game. SonicRoboblast.org is the website. It is free. Absolutely free for you to play it. Highly recommend you check it out and have some fun. But that is not it for me. We've got one more run. It's short, it's sweet, it's quite chaotic. I'll be back in a couple minutes with some Sonic Chaos.
GG on the run. That was fantastic. In the meantime, we did get a couple more donations. Atreus donated $50 and said, "Always gotta donate when Arg is running. His marathon commentary deserves the new superlative, fasterest." Good luck on the run. Here's to a fantastic cause and event. And then Plato2876 donated $100 with no comment.